This is where the fun begins.
Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose.
King Kong ain't got shit on me!
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Say my name.
And here we go.
All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Realish. I'm Derrick.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Bianca.
Yes, sir. And I mean, great to see you guys again. It feels like it's been a couple of weeks, but I think we only missed last week. So yeah, sorry guys. it's been a lot of stuff going on lately. But before we get into it, the episode is being brought to you by Champ Number One Boxers. Please, like tell you guys all before, go to the link in our bio. You can support two Black-owned businesses at the same time by making your purchase through that link. The best boxers that you will wear for men and for women. Great stuff you can work out in as well. So please check that out. And then also, if you're watching this on YouTube, that means you're on the OTS YouTube channel. So please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, follow us on all social media platforms as well. And let us know what you guys think about the show, what you guys want to hear, and how you guys think we're doing so far. So let's go ahead and get into it. Bianca actually has a great idea for a discussion today. So I will let her introduce it for us.
Yeah. So I always see on Twitter people talking about like the albums that they wish that they could listen to for the first time. But seeing as we are much more into TV and film, well, I am. I feel like Derrick, you might be equally into music as you are TV and film. But I would love to know, what is a show or a movie that you guys wish that you could just watch for the first time? Just get one more fresh watch.
Just one?
Yeah, just like you. Let's do one show and one movie.
One show, one movie. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's easy.
Okay. If you
movie.
say anything by that man, Christopher Nolan, I swear this will be the last time y'all see me.
I'm not, even though I should say Inception, but I'm not. I'm actually going to say The Matrix.
Okay.
The Matrix.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's the film that got me started into film production and wanted to be interested in, media production in general. So actually that was the first movie, I think, with high impact energy and guns that my parents allowed me to watch.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, before that, I was just into Lion King and Toy Story. So yeah, no, that was the first one that I was able to watch. And so if I could get that moment back to watch that film again, I'd be all over it. Show is probably a little harder.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna probably say Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
I've seen that show already. And the Mayans is just phenomenal. So
I was so tempted to say, that mid-ass show, but no.
Oh man.
Yes.
Wait, hold on.
Let's go with that.
Have y'all seen Sons of Anarchy?
No.
I watched the first 3 episodes and fell out.
No, you can't do that. Bro, it's groundwork. It's laying groundwork down for you, man.
Yeah,
in groundwork.
In fairness, though, but obviously I can't say the show is minute. I only watched the first 3 episodes, obviously, but but I mean, this was when I was like 14 or 15. So that was at a point where I was just like watching things to watch, and then I immediately moved on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I probably have to get like a different perspective on it.
Yeah.
Now, obviously.
Please watch it. That is one of the most brutal.
I still have to give that one a watch.
It's a great show with an amazing story. Very brutal. If you're into that type of stuff where it's a lot of violence, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Yeah. But the storyline is just amazing. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just constructed very well. Much better than Game of Thrones last season.
I mean,
yeah,
I'm not the person to ask you about that.
Yeah, but Yeah, Sons of Anarchy. I would even throw out Breaking Bad too. Breaking Bad, I've seen that twice. That's
I still have to. It's a cult when I have not hopped on with.
what shows have you not seen?
There's so many. It's like there's so many. Like you just named probably 3 of them: Sons of Anarchy, Game of Thrones. I haven't seen that. I just picked up Stranger Things.
Right.
That's right.
Squid Games.
The Wire.
Oh yes.
So you seen it? Okay.
Yeah, one of the greatest.
Yeah, kind of. That's a huge. That's getting a huge cult status.
I still haven't watched it.
See?
Really? I haven't either.
It's not that I don't want to. I just keep forgetting to get into it.
My father has it on DVD, hard copy, all the seasons. Please, if I need to go and pick that up for you.
Yes.
Now you've met my father. It does need to be returned in pristine condition.
Yeah. Oh, that's the reason why I don't let people borrow my stuff anymore.
Exactly.
I let one person borrow my movie, came back, it was messed up. I let my god kid's mom borrow Billy Madison, and I haven't seen that in 12 years now. So yes.
Not Billy Madison.
Yeah. Oh, that was a phenomenal movie too. Adam Sandler is very underrated. With his comedies? He's underrated. I think he's underrated.
It's appropriately rated.
Nah, I think he's underrated. the dramas make him even better. But I think some of those movies like Billy Madison, what was the other one? Happy Gilmore.
Oh yeah.
Those are phenomenal. I don't care what anyone says. His early work.
I would say old stuff.
Yeah, later stuff with comedy was comedy. But yeah,
Matthew,
I'm gonna go with that.
What's yours?
Can you go first? I'm still
I can go first.
Yeah.
For show, I just rewatched The Queen's Gambit. I was telling them, and I wish I could watch it again. It was one of those shows where it's like I knew it was gonna happen, and I still was just like waiting for it. Like no reason I should have like been pausing a show I've already watched like 2 or 3 times, you know. So I think that one. I think Little Fires Everywhere. I think I would love to watch that one fresh again too, just because the drop, the way that it all pans out at the end is just so good. They really do just put a nice bow on it, and I think that TV show wise, and I think that those are both limited series. We're not getting any more of those, so something about a good one series show I like.
That's it. Yeah. I would say Little Fires Everywhere too. It's hard to choose like one show because there's a lot of them that I would love to watch again.
Exactly. There's so many, but I think those two, just for like the way that they played out for all the characters. I think movie wise, I would do Arrival. I loved that movie, and for the same reason, I loved the bow that they put on it at the end.
That's with Amy Adams, right?
Yes.
I still haven't seen that.
It's so good, and it's very science fiction in the way that you expect it to be, but not really. And then there's the personal aspects of the characters. It's definitely better than like Prometheus or Annihilation, in my opinion, just because the way that the characters also play into the aspect of science fiction is just so good. Like I really like it, so I wish I could watch that one again for the first time.
Prometheus was trash. Oh my god,
I'm still bothered. I'm still bothered by how that movie starts. Like you go onto an unknown planet, and your first instinct is to touch
everything.
This seemingly dangerous alien. Like that made no sense to me.
We're putting our eye directly into things. We're doing the exact opposite of what every movie has told us to do.
Yeah. You could tell they had none of their moms told them to not touch anything when they go to stores.
Exactly. It's fine, you know.
It's a beautiful looking movie though. I'll say that much.
It is.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
All right, your turn.
Yeah. So I mean, I have to go with No Country for Old Men. That was that sparked my passion for movies. And the ending to this day, like kind of like took me for a loop.
Yeah.
Because the final line, I think it's probably one of the best final lines I've heard. I ever heard to that point, which was, and then I woke up. because it makes you think into perspective where certain
Yeah.
aspects of the story within his mind, what type of like what does the assassin truly embody? Is he death, or is he just like another vulnerable, human being like the rest of us? And it's a very dark and gritty western, accompanied
Yeah.
by obviously beautiful cinematography,
Mhm.
great directing by the Coen brothers, and obviously like remarkable performances across the
Right.
board. Um, I can go on and on and on, but I think both of obviously sort of like how amazing of a film that truly is. But that was like the first one that made me go, okay, maybe I do want to start
Yeah.
watching like different kinds of movies, going
Right.
forward.
Mhm.
And then for a TV show, I mean, my default answer has to be Breaking Bad. Like that was the first one I stayed committed to. It was also one of the few that like I binge watched, like
Mhm.
from season 1 to season 5
Mhm.
within like maybe 2 weeks time.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
So it's obviously a testament to its writing. Something else I can see replacing it is Game of Thrones. I'm on the second season of Game of Thrones right now.
Okay.
Tyrion is a goat, by the way, my favorite character. And yeah, because I think what basically like the different themes they're playing with, and it's like how I'm assuming a lot of like storylines are going to come to an end.
Mhm.
Probably not in a satisfying way because season 8 is clearly the worst piece of media ever. I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna stop at 6, and then I'm gonna assume that's the ending. That
And then let
HBO
the
finale.
nostalgia carry you over.
That's probably what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't watch that last season. It's one of those seasons you can literally just watch a recap for. You just be like,
And then
okay.
be like, really? You did that?
Yeah. They were so lazy with it, with writing, with directing. You saw multiple Starbucks coffee cups in the
Yeah, I remember
shots,
that.
and it was just disgusting, man. I really would love for them. There was there was a petition going around. I think early this year to get them to reshoot
Redo it.
Yeah.
that last
Oh
season.
yeah, that's been
Yeah.
around since
Yeah.
what,
Since
2019?
it happened.
3 million, 3 million, but
Yeah,
3
they
million
need
signatures.
to. They need to. And I would say either redo it or just cut it out of the canon.
Yeah.
Just
It's
cut
like
it out completely.
I heard
everything before is just perfection.
Yeah, I heard season 7 is when that dip started to happen. So
Oh,
I
it did.
think
It did.
I'm,
It did.
it did. So I'd
Mhm.
rather just stop at 6. I heard that from a friend of mine. I
Seven,
told
no,
him not
seven
to.
is still good though, but eight
It,
is just where you can watch 7 and not feel like you're wasting your time. 8, you're gonna feel like you're wasting your time because
yeah,
I like, and I was watching 8 live, so I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, so we're about to get here, we're about to get here, and then it's just like,
No.
bro,
Yeah.
what?
I
and
hate
part of you
that.
is probably thinking, because I'm assuming a lot of it is just like storylines come to an end abruptly
Mhm.
when they could have easily carried out for
There was
4 more
some.
seasons, 4 to 5 more seasons.
There's
Probably.
there's one story I think that took place in season 4
Mhm.
that I'm like, why didn't you go back to it? And I won't tell you what it is, but
Oh
it's like
man.
there's one storyline, like a kind of like a pivotal one too, that just does not get the wrap up that it should get.
With who, if you
I'm
don't
not
mind me
gonna. I'm not
asking?
gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. It's gonna ruin everything for me if I say that.
Well, if, to say the character, well, I'm not watching
No.
past.
I'm not doing that, bro.
Everybody is mad.
I'll tell
Okay.
you.
After season 6 is done, and then
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. When you finish up,
Okay.
I'll tell you.
yeah,
Yeah. That
even
was.
got even got Bella.
I was gonna say, even looks demanding the information.
It's just one of those things that I wish because they could have gone back to it in the last season to kind of like let us know certain things, and they just said, now we get Star Wars.
That's
So
I appreciate you.
No doubt.
Even got my dog irritated too, man. What are you doing, Game of Thrones?
yeah,
yeah.
man. Nah, it's just one of those things. You the show itself is really good though, and I'm looking forward to the spinoff, because from what I understand, the show writers and those showrunners from Game of Thrones will not be attached to this. Thank God.
Yeah,
Thank God. So
that's
yeah,
that's
looking forward
a
to it.
crying shame.
Yeah,
That is a crying shame.
it is because
But
they did a great job before this. So
yeah,
yeah.
jeez.
Yeah, man.
That's kind of a depressing way to end things.
It was depressing, yeah. But hold on, one question for you, Bianca.
Mhm.
What movie got you started into movies, into films? Because Matt and I both told ours.
Trying to think. I don't even know, like when I was just like, okay, I have an appreciation for this more. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I went to school for communications, and I think
Right.
I had to study. I remember a class I had to study all of the industries, and so just everything centered around like film and where it started from, and just the appreciation has always been there. But I can't. That's a great question. I definitely would have to think.
Yeah.
I remember really caring about like the quality of films. I think a lot more when like X-Men came out, where I was like,
Which one?
okay, the first one, just the original
Okay.
start of the series, where I was just like, I like the characters, I like this universe, I like following these people through, you know, the stories. And so I think that was the first time I was like, okay, really attached to you know, a character and I guess a universe. But I can't think of like what where I was like, this is beautiful. I loved The Great Gatsby, but I was also really nostalgic about it because the book was good. But they did a really good job of keeping the characters true to the book. Like as far as like, you know, the CGI and all of that, it may not have been the best, but like as far as keeping to the book, I remember like loving that and really appreciating the way that they did that. And then going back and watching the original. Same thing with The Raisin in the Sun. Watching the one with P. Diddy and then being like, and then going back and watching the original and having the more appreciation. So I think, I think the books have always helped me have a more of appreciation for film. And so yeah, I think that was probably the start of it for me.
So you're more into the films that are based on novels.
Yeah, I was thinking like I watched a lot of them. Like I think my cheesy answer would be I'd love to rewatch some of the Twilight movies again, even though they were so bad. Man, they're so bad, they're good. But yeah, I did Twilight, I did Divergent, I even did 50 Shades of Grey. I just love the way that it pans out on the screen. I'm good about watching those.
Yeah, I never watched that. 50 Shades of Grey and Divergent.
So like I'm saying, they're so bad, they're good. Like you have to. And again, even like books like My Sister's Keeper, like ones that are a little bit darker, like I watched all those, and yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll have to get your top 5 on books to projects.
Ooh, that's a good one.
We'll get your top 5.
I have to start thinking about that.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, but all right, guys, we're gonna go take a quick break real fast, and then we'll be right back with our feature presentation, The Gray Man. Be right back.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Dwayne from Pass the Ox and Life's a Botch podcast. I'm coming to you with a real dope advertisement if you got a moment. Can we do that? Peep this. Yo, you tired of that uncomfortable feeling with your undergarments? You know what I'm talking about. Like, literally having to adjust so it gets real comfortable in between the, the real safe space. Or maybe just wedgies from just going underneath, you know what I mean? All that. Let's keep it in 100. Y'all know how I'm feeling. Y'all know how that feeling goes. Well, I want to introduce to you the ultimate solution coming from the #1 premium and fit athletic wear just for you. I'm talking about none other than Champ #1 Boxers. Champ #1 Boxers is a black-owned underwear brand, okay? They literally specify in giving you the most top-notch, high-quality, premium, adjustable, and fittable, and totally comfortable undergarment wear that is just for you. Not only is it something that you can wear, feel good in, feel confident in, and love, but it's also high quality, feels good, and most importantly, it is definitely fashionable, okay? Comes in a different, wide variety of so many different styles and themes to these undergarments. Something to make you look good, feel good, and swag real good in the process, all right? So, again, did I get to mention that this is also a black-owned brand? It's a black-owned brand, y'all, so if nothing else, definitely go support that 100%. So, what I want to do is I want to tell you, head on over to OTS Media Co. on all social platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. If you go over, you click the link in the bios, it'll take you straight to the Champ #1 Boxers website. You can check out all their styles, you can check out their bundle deals, you can check out why this brand exists, what it's all about, and trust me when I say you do not want to miss out on the types of opportunities going on right now on the site. Champ #1 Boxers. Make sure you do it for the champ in your life if you ain't already doing it for yourself, champ. All right? Champ #1 boxers. Make sure you go cop those. All right? All right.
All right, guys, welcome back. We are going to go ahead and get into Netflix original 2022 film starring Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans, The Gray Man, directed by the Russo brothers. Matt, do you want to go ahead and give the synopsis on this one?
Yeah, let me just go on Google real quick. So let's get as followed. When the CIA's top asset, his identity known to no one, uncovers agency secrets, he triggers a global hunt by assassins set loose by his ex-colleague. I'm just gonna be up front. This movie is just a piece of shit.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Absolutely. Start to finish, there was almost no redeeming qualities.
Yeah.
How do you have some of the top actors in the world right now, arguably, and you produce shit? It's not adding up. It's not calculating for me personally. And yeah, like, where would you truly like to start? That was a great start, Matt. Thank you. It was a terrible movie. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. Full of notes, riddled with notes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I reached the point where like I know, for viewers watching, we're not purposely setting out to watch movies that we'll dislike. Like I purposely avoided the trailers. I just knew the Russo brothers were attached in this case.
Yeah.
And it's reached a point where I'm just gonna stop with like the critical analysis and just get straight to the chase. This is a 1.5. I'm generous to even give it.
Yes, brother Matt, speak on it.
And we'll go obviously more as to why we've given our respective ratings.
Absolutely.
But do you stand? Do you also stand the same way, or
you have not said a wrong word yet? Only truth. I know Derrick's up there shaking his head. That ain't got nothing to do with what we doing, right? That don't got nothing to do with us. Trash, truly trash. I had to start doing things. I did a little laundry. That was how much I just needed to do something to try to keep me engaged. Because I'm like, what made sense? What was the story? Give me the story synopsis there in I don't know, a sentence. What was the movie about?
The CIA trying to not keep not wanting to keep their hands off of doing certain things to have a fall guy to do something for them. That's basically what it was. And I see. Okay, maybe I'm different. I saw issues with it. Okay, I did see issues with it. I think that there were different scenarios that Six, Ryan Gosling's character, what's his actual name? Yeah, Six. I just call him Six.
Yeah.
There were certain scenarios that I didn't understand that he was able to get out of, like
exactly
being in that well.
Exactly.
Filled up with water and then it blew. Okay. But
exactly.
I chalk that stuff up to just being an action film. I'm not.
But how many times are we going to allow that to happen? Once?
I'm not
maybe
saying it's
twice.
fine.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's
the
train episode. I mean, the scene was very, very weird too. Yeah.
What else? He's not believable to me as an action star.
You didn't like him in Drive?
He's not as he just doesn't give me that agility. I see him more as I don't know, like a person who uses their brain to figure out how to get out of situations more so than just sheer brute force. And he was giving us a lot of force that was not believable to me.
So
to say the least.
Was Ryan Gosling like your main problem?
The story was my main problem.
Okay, who would you have recasted for Six then?
You know what? I would have kind of wanted Captain America and him to switch places. I would have loved a big beefy guy to be running and then him using more of the intelligence to try to find him. And then give the guy with intelligence a gun, see what he can do. I would have preferred that. What a weird character. Captain America played too. Like
I actually thought Chris Evans did a great job as the villain.
I will say
what
Chris
a
Evans,
quirky little character.
Yeah. Chris
I
Evans is
liked
arguably the best part of the movie. Over the top at times.
Yeah,
but
definitely
I think
over the top.
anytime he appeared on screen, he gave this movie like a quick jolt of life, and then immediately transitioned to one of the most boring protagonists I have seen in recent memory. So my issue does not lie in the cast, but the story or just the overall script writing. Because Ryan Gosling in this film is so bland.
Yeah.
It's like he was just playing Ryan Gosling. Honestly, it's just like a glorified Ryan Gosling, except
exactly
without the CIA training his character possesses. Realistically, and compared to his works like Drive, like Blade Runner 2047, even his role in the Crazy Stupid Love with Steve Carell, at least he plays like diverse roles, and the ones that he typically plays. Bella, hold on, I know you're mad. But when it comes to Ryan Gosling, as a whole, he plays these very quiet characters that have him sort of speak more with his eyes as opposed to the words coming out of his mouth, right? So I don't have a problem with him playing an action star, but when you give him no material to work with, and you have terrible dialogue riddled throughout this movie, it's hard for any actor to produce something good, or ultimately in this case they produce shit. Bianca said the best. They produce shit. $200 million.
Ooh, really?
All-star cast.
That was the budget for this one.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was the highest budgeted Netflix movie of all time.
Ooh, and we couldn't even make the fireworks look real. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh my God, the CGI smoke, CGI firework, CGI mansion, probably CGI water.
It was so bad.
A CGI runway. I mean, there's no excuse for this. And I know maybe we're too harsh on this.
No,
probably.
No,
but it's reached a point where films like this shouldn't be happening. Like I'm sorry. Like I understand there's a place for like a Michael Bay type of movie, right? Like ones that you shut your brain out for 2 hours, gives you the escapism, you move on. But
we have given you all a franchise for that, and I've brought it up so many times, and it's called Fast and Furious. No, that is the one poor action movie I'll allow you all to have. Okay? Yeah, you all still, like Matt said, they give us this. Why?
Yeah. So sorry, my rant is done for now. So obviously, feel free to take over. So I'll
I think the best character was the little girl. Her name is Julia Butters. What an awesome name. And she was great. And I thought that she was the person every time she came on screen. I was like, yeah, I don't mind looking at you as opposed to literally everybody else that you're working with. How do you make Billy Bob Thornton boring? What?
That guy, they gave him that irritated me too, because he's such a good actor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like,
so boring.
I'll tell you this much though. You don't cast Billy Bob and you put any other actor in that role, I can guarantee you they're on the same level as Ryan Gosling in the movie. Bland, and just like saying their lines of dialogue to make a quick buck. Like Billy Bob actually put in like some effort into his delivery, even though again the script wasn't exactly
desirable.
Good.
Right.
I guess. Sorry. That's just I can't. My mental state is worsening by the day.
All right, so I didn't expect this reaction from this movie, honestly. It wasn't the best movie that I've seen, right? But I think I did basically what Matt just said. I shut my brain off with it and just watched it and just kind of like just enjoyed what they put on screen. I didn't expect a world-class, top 5 type of movie with it. But I thought I aside from the CGI, because like I said, that train scene, especially when at the end of it where he was running on the train and jumped off of it to the car, that was absolute garbage. I was saying like this is just they shouldn't have done that one. But I thought that the movie did have some redeeming qualities. There were really good fight scenes. I would have loved to have seen Anna de Armas.
Armis. Ana de Armas.
Yeah,
Nope.
I would have liked to have seen her
Period.
have a more
Do
developed,
anything.
yeah, a more developed role. Because she's at this point now in her career where I think she deserves that type of
Yeah, like why
respect.
is she just girl, please stop letting them cast you off your face alone and
Yeah,
being done with it. I don't understand that. I don't care for her as an actress. And the only reason I don't is because I don't think she's really acting. I don't know. Maybe she's always just so flat. They don't give her anything. It's always just like, oh, what a really pretty face in a place where you don't expect to be a pretty face.
What do you think about her in 007 though? No Time to Kill. Same
The
thing.
exact same thing. And the entire time, what bothered me is she looked like she had no idea how to hold a gun. Like, go back and look at it. Every time she has a gun, it's chunky. She's carrying it funny. It doesn't look right on her body. And I'm just like, how? Like, I hated it all throughout, all the entire time. I'm just like, I'm not believing that you know how to do anything right now.
I need to look that up.
That and I guess let's speak to the PG-13 rating because so much of the violence is done in close quarters.
Mm-hmm.
You see no blood.
I didn't even think about
barely
that.
any scratches.
That's true.
All the explosions are done off screen, so you don't see the aftermath. Okay,
That's true.
So what's
yeah.
What frustrates me the most is that these are the same people who made the Winter Soldier.
That's right. Oh, snap.
Which had superior action sequences.
Yeah.
The action sequences in this movie were so nonsensical. There were literally times when they would hypercut. And you look at Winter Soldier, like the cuts in that film, like the only like hyper edited like fight scene in that movie was like Cap and Winter Soldier having the knife fight, but that was done physically. Like Chris Evans and Sebastian Stan were actually like fiddling around. Jesus, that's weird. I meant to say like, you know what I mean, like doing the choreography together. You know what I mean? In this film, I honestly think because like maybe Ryan Gosling, for example, just didn't have enough time to prepare, given that I think this was made during COVID as well. They probably just had to use a bunch of stunt doubles. You know what I mean? That's what occurs to me. If you hypercut your action sequences, it proves your actor isn't there most of the time. That's what happened with Iron Fist.
Oh yeah, Iron Fist was
for example. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying you can't do that because you can't expect an actor to do everything.
Right.
But it's like you know, like we was saying, you know, you produce shit and you know you put $200 million into this movie, plus you know not including marketing. Like there's no excuse for that. Like I'll say it again. I don't know how you go from the Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame up in the air. I don't think that movie's very good. So let's put the first three, right? All those movies had the action sequences, but had something to say. This movie has nothing to say.
Yeah,
it's just
that's a good way to put it.
run-of-the-mill action film with terribly choreographed fights, overuse of CGI, like character, like a main protagonist has no characterization. Like
should Chris Evans not have died like 4 times? He was so close to so many explosions. I'm just like, I really feel that's what gets me. And don't get me wrong. I when it comes to action movies, I do not need everything to be explained out. I understand you just gotta let some of the action be the action, but like, sir, you have all your limbs? That don't make no sense. Like you still have eyebrows.
That and like this is the last thing I'll say. So obviously you two can take over the conversation, but that's and then like even the script too. I would argue that like 70% or more of the script is just people explaining things.
so that the fights somewhat make sense. Like, let me explain.
Yeah,
It's
literally.
like they did all the fight sequences and they were like, okay, how can we connect these characters so it makes sense that they're
And
fighting?
again, exposition is a necessity. You need to explain certain things in your plot.
Absolutely.
All of us obviously understand that. I think audiences understand that. But when every single, I kid you not, there was not a single line of, like, there were very few lines of dialogue where it was just characters reflecting on their experiences. They were literally just asking questions, getting told answers to those set questions, and then literally it was just question, answer, explain things. No, okay, you guys take it.
No, I agree. I did not care for much of the movie. There were not too many hot spots for me. But like I said, and I'm all for action being action, but too many holes in this one.
I thought it was cool. I mean, I know it was issues with it, but I thought I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I shut my brain off of it because
we're flashing back, we're going forward.
Yeah, but I mean, I had a couple issues, like I said, like with certain scenes, especially at the beginning where Six was fighting. I think his name was Four.
Yeah, the very first scene
when they fell into the pit of the fireworks. Dude got hit with a firework. Had his head on a cannon, and I thought that should have ended him right there.
Exactly.
That's a lot of force and fire, but
and no, yeah.
No, good.
No, you go ahead. I don't want to interrupt.
Nah, I thought there were issues for sure, but I didn't come away thinking like this is
bad movie,
horrible. I just thought, there's things that can be worked on. They've already got a sequel confirmed. So it's
and a prequel.
A prequel?
Mm-hmm.
That's already confirmed?
Yeah.
Now we gonna have to watch this man Six like in jail because they just like really
it's on Lloyd Hansen.
Past that.
It's what?
It's on the guy. It's on the other guy.
Yeah, it's about Lloyd. Prequel on Lloyd, and then the sequel to.
I think Lloyd was actually very intriguing.
He was just Chris Evans.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Minus his unsanctioned torture.
Okay. I get that this was bad in a lot of ways. All right.
Yeah.
I am not arguing against that. It was bad in a lot of ways. But I thought I didn't think it was that bad. Like the guy who played Carmichael. I don't know how you pronounce his name.
Oh yeah.
Regé Jean Page.
Reggae, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had a tough time believing him in his role, mainly because of age, right? Usually when you see like guys that are directors of those departments or whatever, they're older or whatever. I had a tough time believing him a little bit, but I would not mind seeing the prequel. To see the connection.
Yeah. I'd be into that.
To see what like why they're a lot of people are against using him for example.
It's just a shameless attempt to start a franchise.
Of course it is. It's Netflix. Like they're gonna find a way to create a series out of the movies, like and I'm not mad at it. I think that done the right way. You said earlier that this was likely shot during the pandemic. What would it look like if it's not shot in the pandemic?
Probably the exact same. Honestly, I don't see like there being any substantial change. I honestly think regardless, the VFX artists are going to be overworked, underpaid.
Yeah,
that's commonplace in Hollywood, sadly.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, let's assume that like COVID restrictions were all lifted, which would be untrue because I think they were shooting in places where you still had to go do your regular testing, masking, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't see the script is still the same.
Yeah.
The action sequences are still going to be filmed relatively the same.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they just work around, like they film certain bits and pieces like earlier than they did at certain parts of the shoot, but that's it. Like I don't see. It's a fair point to bring up though, because I think a lot of movies and TV shows are affected by that. You have to cut out a lot of material. You really have to put together your script, and you can sympathize. It's just when you produce whatever this is, you know, like I wouldn't let that slide. But that's just me personally. You know, I would have made knowledge of it, but
I look again. I just turned my brain off with this one and watched it. It was good. It was a good movie. It wasn't like, let me run and tell everybody about it. But I thought it was. Look, it was better than what I've seen the last couple of weeks. I went to go see the Black Phone and Nope in theaters.
Yeah.
Respect.
Not
Support original
feeling it?
movies.
Huh? Wait,
I just said not feeling them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, what I said was, I was like, support original movies at least, because
I see, like, Nope, and I want to talk to y'all about this at some other point.
Yeah.
I don't know if did y'all see that yet?
No, not yet, but I am going to go see it soon. I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe we can do a review on it then.
Yeah.
I'm confused. I'm confused
greatly about, like, is it about like the meaning of the movie and or things like that?
Just because I had a different expectation because it's a Jordan Peele film, so I'm having an expectation of like a social commentary attached to it. Not that there isn't one. It wasn't
prevalent
shown.
as
Like I'm with
Get Out or
Out and Us.
Yeah,
it was right in your face what that social commentary was. With this one, it was just kind of like I'm trying to figure everything out. I can't.
So the message is a bit muddled as opposed.
I don't know. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, you don't even
I don't know if there was a message. That's my point.
Yeah.
I don't know. But with this, it was just like, all right, cool. I can watch this, and I'm cool with the results. Again, it's not like a must see, but it's cool to watch. Oh, you know what? This is a perfect movie to watch, like, Saturday afternoons when there's nothing on TV type of thing.
Yeah.
This is one of those movies too.
Exactly.
This is one of those movies. It reminded me of what I used to watch when I had basic TV. Basic cable. No, like and it was like TBS or WGN that had something on a Saturday, and I go make some popcorn and sit down and watch this. That's what it felt like to me. It was like, all right, cool. I have a problem with it. I was into the action sequences. The fight choreography could have been a little bit better. I get exactly what you're talking about, the little minimalistic blood and stuff like that. There could have been more. There could have been more. But I didn't think it was like rated 0 or 1. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought it was a cool movie. It's good to see, the guy who played Carmichael. I liked seeing him in that position. That was cool. That was cool.
Did they ever like say people's names? Because I don't remember a single name of these characters except for Carmichael. I know 6 is easy to remember. Ana de Armas.
Wait.
I literally kept calling people by like their real name. You know what I mean?
We did Lloyd.
Yeah. Who did Anna play? I don't know her character's name either.
Danny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
They have the guy again who came in and actually stole the little pendant.
Yeah.
They have him up like before Carmichael on the cast list. They have him very high up on the cast list.
Yes.
Oh, Denus. I think it's I could be mispronouncing his I'm probably most certainly mispronouncing his name, but he's a famous
like a Bollywood.
I believe so. I don't want to speak out of turn, but I just know he's a very popular actor in another part of the world. I just forget where he's from specifically, but yeah, I think that's probably why, because I think they attracted that audience to see this movie.
Sense.
But he had like a glorified cameo, and then he was like, "Here, take it back. They're not good people. Like, you're not good either. You don't you like kill people for a living? Like, weren't you manipulated?" Like, look at that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But,
oh yeah, he's booked and busy over. Yes, he's an Indian actor, director. Yeah, he does the things. He's
Alfred Woodard too.
Yes. How come we forget to talk about her? Thank God they threw a black woman in there somewhere, honey. The only character who made some sense.
They got rid of her too fast. Like that. Like
She wasn't a main character.
She wasn't, but it would have been nice to see her like during the film.
She went out like a gangster.
She did, but God dog, like
she went out like a Jeep.
But at least before that, I would like to have seen her a little
I think
more.
I would too, but that's just selfishness of wanting to see her more, not for the development of the movie, in my opinion. Like that's just because I love her and I would have loved to see her more. But I feel like as far as her character goes, it kind of made sense. You know, she was kind of like this mentor. She came back around. She helped out the main character. She moved the plot forward. I think she did exactly what her character was supposed to do. And she went out again, like a G.
Yeah, that was just, I don't even know.
I don't know, man. Yeah. I love her. I love her.
Yeah.
But Stokes, Mariah Stokes.
Yeah, and then
get that reference, Luke Cage.
Yeah, Jessica Henwick. I thought much better for her in this movie than Matrix Resurrections.
I still think the movie's a masterpiece, but that's just me.
Yeah, you can stop that.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. Y'all gonna watch the sequel though. I guarantee that y'all gonna watch the sequel, aren't you?
I mean, if you bribe me. I mean, depending on what's hot, you know, obviously it makes sense for us to watch our movies or whatever.
I'm watching it.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'll watch it to see if they did anything better. But look, if I'm 30 minutes in and I'm not really seeing it,
you're out.
Yes.
Out. Move on to the next movie.
Exactly.
I don't know. All right. So, all right.
What's your rating, Derrick?
I don't even know if I would tell y'all.
Good, yeah. Good. Peer pressure.
1 out of 5 stubs. 3.5. I didn't think it was bad. It was an average movie. It was cool. Y'all could judge me. I don't care. Have at it, man. Have at it.
I'm happy because I actually have like a worst movie, like the worst movies list already set up.
Really?
I had Spiderhead on there. The Gray Man.
I forgot about Spiderhead.
And then me too. I already remembered it. And then I forgot what else we watched that we didn't.
We did watch another one that was very bad. Oh, with Chris Pine and Thandie Newton.
I thought that movie.
I'll just say that one wasn't
rating.
bad. That was
cool.
solid. That one was
cool.
solid.
Yeah.
I remember I feel like there was
another one we watched.
Yeah, but
we
maybe it was that bad we wanted to forget it. I don't know.
Yeah, you must be thinking about that show is Zendaya.
Euphoria.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't get him started on that.
Yeah.
on the tangent.
I'll tell you this much though. That soundtrack is fire.
Yeah.
Huh?
That soundtrack is fire though.
They always do good work with the soundtrack.
That's a damn good soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I give it 3. I'll do 3.5. I'll do 3.5. What are
Fair
y'all?
enough. Oh, 1.5. Yeah, I was just sticking to my.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe 0 is a bit too much, but hey, to each their own.
Yeah.
I don't think for me, like my rule of thumb is like, for now on, is going to be, if I know what I'm getting into, I'm just gonna get the rating right out of the gate. I'm gonna go up.
Why not? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's take it. I was like, you know what? I think you're a 3. Change my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. So y'all wouldn't watch this again, I'm assuming. That's fair to say. You wouldn't watch this. I say I like, my lady wanted to watch this. I watch it with her. I watch it with her. It's not a bad movie.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
that movie.
That's different because you at least have somebody, to watch a movie with, so that way
y'all wouldn't on a date. Y'all wouldn't watch this again?
Oh, absolutely not. I'd rather end the date and this not watch a movie. I mean, I'll put it this way though. There's no other way to put it. That's fine. That's fine.
Stick to your guns, man.
Exactly. No need to change it.
Oh my goodness.
Hopefully we'll have a better movie next week.
Yeah.
Even though we're not, the new movies haven't been great.
There's a Sea Beast on Netflix.
Oh, I started that. Very diverse little movie.
That's
Like,
good.
Sea Beast.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
an
like an animated movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I love animated films, so I'm with it.
That one is like they did a really good job on the animation. Like
Oh.
the way that they did like Black people's curls and braids is almost like Soul. It's just like really good.
Really?
You can
Oh,
tell,
that's
yeah,
awesome to hear.
Amazing.
you can tell that they like really cared about diversity and what that really looked like in the film. So I fell asleep on it, so I have to kind of get back into it again.
No,
but
you're
I
all
remember
good.
I remember thinking, oh man, this is I did. It was one of those like a little animated movie I'm just gonna put on and watch it. But then I kind of got into it. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm down to rewatch
there's another one coming out with a rapper, I think, an animated movie.
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember. It's a love animated story. I'm just trying to remember. It was announced. No. I want to say, was it Kid Cudi?
Oh, Kid Cudi. Yeah. I think he is coming out with something. I think
that makes sense.
Yeah,
because he's been really into like mental health and stuff over the last few years, and like so I wouldn't be surprised if he's venturing out.
Yeah, I'm trying. Well, we'll figure it out. Obviously, I don't want to, not about waste anybody's time, but
all right. Well, go ahead and give your social media handles. Let's I guess we go wrap it up because
yeah. Sorry, Derrick.
Exactly.
I'm sorry,
right,
man.
right. I am Durant No Kevin on Twitter and Southern _spicy on Instagram.
I'm Matt _T29 over on Instagram.
All right, and I'm at Derrick _OTS. That's DERRICK. Black way to spell it. But also, if you please more so just follow the OTS page, social media handles all over is OTS at OTS Media Co. You can check out the website otsmediaco.com. Check out other shows that we have going on. Some that are working their way back as well. But please let us know what you guys think about the show, about Realish. Check out the IG page. It's Realish _OTS. Check that out. Help send us any requests you might have for films or shows that you guys want us to get into. And let us know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. And we will catch you guys next week.
Bye,
Peace.
guys.